welcome to Colombia in northern France to this huge 3,000 seating spectators. 3,000 people in here tonight at Colombia in a huge sport hall, making his way into the ring from North America, Steve Adonis. And indeed, I am trembling here at ringside. I am Oric Williams saying hello to you wrestling fans as we welcome Herodes from Mexico, together with all his chains, into the ring. There's his opponent from North America, Steve Adonis, standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing 15.5 stone.
Hola amigos, soy Herodes. Tú, Adonis, yo no te conozco. Tú me vas a conocer hoy en la noche. Yo soy lo máximo, por eso vine de México a acabarte.
Those of you who don't understand Spanish, he says, no one knows me here in Europe, but soon you will. Check. Let's see what he's made of. Steve Adonis, first time we've seen him here on Eurosport. A young boy, only 22 years of age. Powerfully built Mexican Herodes. Much more experienced than the young American who is over on his first tour of Europe. Oh, good amateur takedown there, and Adonis takes his man down straight away. But Herodes rolls on top of him using his huge weight advantage. Referee Charlie Aubrey. Adonis, a former American football player who desperately wants to be a professional wrestler, as indeed so do a lot of other youngsters in America today. The sport is enjoying a tremendous popularity boost there. Came over to Europe for one thing alone, and that is to learn to be a professional wrestler. And here we see Drew McDonald. Drew McDonald from Perth in Scotland has come down to whisper something in Herodes' ear. McDonald, well known to British wrestling fans, a tough, aggressive wrestler from Perth in Scotland. Adonis, in his first season as a professional, needs to do a lot more training and build himself up in a gymnasium before he can become a serious contender in the square jungle of wrestling, especially here in Europe. He knows the basic moves, but I doubt if he's strong enough to tackle a man like Herodes. He seems determined enough, and he's having a good go in the opening round. Don't pull the hair, says Mr. Aubrey. That's not allowed anywhere in the world. takes his man down with the same move 3 times now. Obviously, he is a youngster of limited knowledge of this tough game that he has entered. In the dressing room before we started, he told me that it was his ambition to follow Hulk Hogan right to the top. But he's got a long way to go. Herodes, the Mexican, looks a real tough cookie. Herodes has been a wrestler for 18 years. Mexico is one of the great wrestling nations of the world. Every week they have 14 different magazines about wrestling. They come out in Mexico and they're avidly read by all the Mexican people. To be a wrestler in Mexico is to be a hero. The referee, Mr. Aubrey, having a word with Drew McDonald, wondering what he's doing down here at ringside. Adonis comes in with 3 good chops, throws his man to the ropes. But what a good chop there. He caught the Mexican at the exact right moment as he was coming from the ropes. And a good knee drop. The big American youngster seems to be settling down. But he's paying far too much attention to Drew McDonald. He's got enough to do with this tough Mexican Herodes. Blocks a chop and goes for a headlock. Good tackle. Followed by a poor one. Headmares his man, that's his speciality. He's very good at the knee drops. A good block by the American and switches it onto the Mexican, and a good arm drag there. Straight onto it again. Let's have another look. He blocks his man and switches it. A good move by this youngster from America. Herodes misses with a tackle at the corner. Adonis lacking in aggression. But he's certainly pleasing the ladies here, being a really good-looking, typical all-American hero. But I doubt if that is going to be enough for him tonight. Oh, but out goes the Mexican. Out goes Herodes. And Adonis is getting lots of support from the crowd, but now he's making a fatal mistake of attacking Drew McDonald. He's got enough in the ring there, and here comes Herodes. Herodes isn't out as Adonis thinks. He'd be far better concentrating on the Mexican and leaving Drew McDonald alone. Oh, here we go. And now Drew McDonald is coming up onto the actual ring. Standing in the Mexican's corner. 1, 2, 3. Yes! And the Mexican, Herodes from Mexico, is the winner. But serious interference there by Drew MacDonald of Scotland. Let's hear what Steve Adonis has got to say.
Same old story in. Peeking on someone else's measure, putting your nose where it don't belong. It's happened time and time again. And brother, I challenge you and your fat ass to step between these ropes in this square circle and face me anytime you want.
Well, like him or love him, whether he's strong enough, he's plenty game enough, he has challenged this enormous Scotsman from Perth. He's challenged him to a match, having lost to Herodes of Mexico, and into the ring comes another good-looking Adonis from Manchester this time, and he's called Steve Casey. Steve Casey of Manchester in the trunks against Sean Johnny South of Donegal, Ireland. First time we've seen both these men on Eurosport, but I know them from reputations. I've seen them wrestling all over the world. Believe me, they're both experienced campaigners. Sean South from Donegal in the black and yellow tights with black trunks and a shaven head against Steve Casey of Manchester. Casey, 26 years of age, the son of a former professional wrestler. You wrestling fans in Britain will remember him well. He was the one and only Wild Angus, a tremendous wrestler in his own time. Steve Casey is very, very much like him in looks and in movements. But he's up against a tough, experienced wrestler here who certainly knows his way around the wrestling ring. He's wrestled all over the world. The shaven-headed Sean South. South, 35 years of age, been a wrestler for 16 of them years. Trained by Grant Fotheringham in Manchester when he was only a mere boy. Oh, Casey goes for a single elbow, and this time he gets it. A good technical move there by Steve Casey. As I was telling you, Sean South also learned his wrestling in the gyms of Manchester. There's no better school for wrestling than Lancashire. Oh, a good leg drop there, straight across South's throat, and Casey goes straight into attack again. A good tight headlock. A knee drop by the Irishman. Just look at this man's tremendous breadth of shoulder. Good move by Casey. And a good cartwheel out, and he drops an elbow straight onto South's. South blocks the post in, comes in for a kick, but South straight out of it. Oh, and a good pullback as he went for the posting. A wrestler naturally knows when he's going for a posting, he's got to go with it, otherwise he's going to hurt himself. And that time, Johnny South changed his mind and pulled Casey back, trying to dislocate the shoulder. Yes, look at these arms, says South. There's some power there. Trying to drag Casey's shoulder out of the socket. This is a typical British wrestling bout. Tough, aggressive, no man giving any quarter or expecting any. Referee Charlie Buffet, one of the top referees in France. South with a nerve hold. South is trying to keep Casey on his knees, on the floor. That's where South is stronger. Because Casey has the height and the reach advantage. Good tackle there. But stopped in his tracks that time. South going for another post in. Again, the same thing. This is a speciality move. Not many wrestlers know this move, but South does because he's come up the hard way. A good amateur wrestler and a naturally strong man. Made to measure to be a wrestler. And out goes Casey by the hair and by the arm. Don't use the hair, says Charlie Buffet. South misses with a clothesline, but Casey doesn't. Dived underneath it and caught his opponent with a real cracking clothesline. Oh, but South didn't miss this time. His opponent was right up against the post. Oh, but that time he misses. Got away with it once, but Casey knew what was coming the second time. Casey, one of the best looking young wrestlers in the game today. Comes in with a good leg drop right across shoulders. Oh, and a tremendous clash there. Casey's going for a pin. 1, 2. Let's have a look at it again. Watch this, a tremendous dive. And he catches South right under the jaw. South battering his way out of the hold. Oh, but this time it was Johnny South right under Casey's jaw, right under the jaw. 60 miles an hour off the rope, right under the jaw. That will have hurt Casey. He looks stunned, but he's going to get up. Both men look stunned, actually. And it's Casey on the attack. Good posting, but stopped in his tracks. This is a good level fight. Both these men, good wrestlers. Finish, says South, but I don't think so. There's a lot of life left in this young boy from Salford. South misses, and here comes Casey. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Casey is the winner. Steve Casey of Salford in Manchester pins Sean South of Ireland. South complaining, but it was a good 3-pin, no problem whatsoever. And Johnny South, despite objecting, loses to Steve Casey.
Eurosport.
Is an exclusive Euroshopping offer, the magnetic ski rack. The tiresome days of ski rack installations are over. Install this ski rack with ease. Just place the magnetic plates on the flattest part of the roof, hook in your skis, and off you go. What could be simpler? Each magnetic ski rack holds 2 pairs of skis. And when you arrive at the slopes, your skis disengage so simply from this rack that you can use one hand. Approved by the toughest European standards, TUV and GS, the magnetic ski rack has been tested at speeds of over 200 kilometers an hour. So don't hesitate, give us a call now. And here's how to order. Watch closely for your country's flag and telephone immediately.
Making her way into the ring and is now in the ring is one of the prettiest girls in wrestling today, one of the prettiest girls in world wrestling from France, Gabi Laïl. And her opponent, well known to us here on Eurosport, the one and only Klondike Kate, the Liverpool blockbuster.
Vous êtes prêts cette fois-ci? Okay.
Gabi Laïl, 21 years of age, from France, against Klondike Kate, who's 26 and comes from Stoke-on-Trent but now lives in Liverpool. Gabi Laïl, the little princess from France, weighs only 9 stone, and she's very, very brave indeed to take on this mammoth Klondike Kate. Whatever happens, we must admire her courage. I am told that Klondike Kate's neighbours are even frightened of her, and the kids on block where she lives run when they see her. And who can blame her? She is indeed a formidable opponent. By sheer weight alone, she keeps her opponent on the floor. Oof. 20 stone hurled across on Gabi Laïl's leg. That will have done her neck no good at all. The referee, Mr. Aubrey, talking to her in French. I'm sure Klondike Kate's French isn't so clever. But she doesn't care what the referee says. Oh, Gabi Laïl saw it coming. She saw it coming and takes a bigger opponent down. And is trying to do a Klondike Kate on her. She's reversing the holds. Fair play, you've got to admire her, but 9 stone falling on you. There's a tremendous difference, but with the other 11 stone, when Klondike Kate comes on you, there's 20 stone, and the young man there certainly enjoyed himself. Well, there's 3,000 people packed into this stadium here tonight. Wrestling is really, really popular here in France. Referee tried to talk in English and succeeded.
Attention. 1, 2, 3. Doucement les cheveux là, hein, doucement.
A good clothesline by Klondike Kate. Here she goes for another one. Oh, Gabby saw that one come in. Oh, and she's climbing all over her. She's climbing all over. That's the way to fight Klondike Kate. Get her from behind. That is the way. If you could only get behind her, but beware, she will back you into the corner and crush you onto the post. She's been a wrestler now for 12 to 15 years. Ever since she left school, she wanted to be a wrestler. And she wasn't this size when she first started, she tells me, but she certainly is now. And applying a tremendous nerve hold there to this young Parisienne. Little princess trying to power her way out, but it'll not be so easy. Oh, but she's done it. Oh, and goes for a double leg. Can she get a bigger opponent down? No, no, no. Had she come off faster, she'd have been in with a chance, but she just couldn't get the speed. Klondike Kate was too near her at the ropes. And the young French boys showing Klondike Kate what exactly they think of her. And she's dragging the little princess around the ring as if she was a paper doll. And out she goes. But not a bad landing. Oh, she's following her out. Kate is following her out, dragging her around the ring, and smashes her onto the ring, and is battering her outside the ring. And now throws her back in order to receive more punishment. Comes 20 stone. Well done, princess. Well done. She pulled her big opponent in right over the top rope. Kate going for a pile driver, but couldn't quite get Gabby up. Here we go again, but fails again. She can't get the little princess up. She's obviously trying either for a suplex or a pile driver. I would say a pile driver. Weakens her opponent with a crunching headbutt. And goes for it again, and this time she gets it. Oh, but the little princess saw it coming, but she can't push off this huge woman from Liverpool. 1, 2, 3, and the winner is Klondike Kate. Gabby Lyle didn't quite stand for the crunch, but There was no way she could get this 20-stone monster from Liverpool off the top of her, and the winner is Klondike Kate, giving away 11 stone. The winner, Klondike Kate.
Eurosport.
Begin de dag met de tintelende frisheid van Mennen Aftershave. Mennen Aftershave in 3 frisse geuren. Cool Breeze, Black Musk en Wild Moss.
The Volvo World Cup from Geneva. This is considered to be the biggest and most important indoor show jumping event. 40 of the best riders in the world from over 15 countries are here to compete for the honors. The Volvo World Cup from Geneva is brought to you by Volvo. Equestrian show jumping, Thursday at 3 p.m. here on Eurosport.
Winter Olympic event. A special transmission of snowbound sports as we look forward to the Olympics from Albertville. The best in the world competes here. 3 Winter Olympic events from Albertville are brought to you by Ricoh, Star Printer, and Panasonic. Olympics, Tuesday 7 p.m. and Thursday 7:30 p.m. here on Eurosport.
Middleweight contest between 2 old friends of ours here on Eurosport. The bald-headed man in the far corner. He could be an old friend or he could be an old enemy. The Grim Rocker from France. I would say he's more of an enemy than a friend. And his opponent, here he is from Zaire, a great favourite here on Eurosport. The black legend from Zaire, Prince Sefi. Sefi stalking round the ring like a black panther, which is indeed what he is. Taken this fight on against doctor's orders. As you can see, on his right shoulder is a huge strapping, being the result of an injury when he fought Ulf the Cruel here on Eurosport at Blue R recently. Oh, and in comes the Grim Rocker with a tackle. Oh, and a tremendous move there by Sefi. This is still a good wrestler, beautifully built, beautiful balance by this young man from Zaire. And a good, perfectly timed drop kick by Sefi. Sefi looking for a suplex. Yes, he gets it. Goes for the pin, but too soon, too soon. Ooh, and Sefi pulls him in, and the Rocker thought he was being posted, as I did, but it was a clothesline. Power slam by the Negro. Good hip toss there from the Grim Rocker. Both these men, experienced wrestlers. Both have been wrestling for over 10 years. Good block by Zeffy, and a good hip toss. Down he goes. 1, 2, no. Let's see this once again. Under he comes and switches it. A good hip toss. He's a clever wrestler, and out goes the Grim Rocker. A short monkey climb, and out goes the Rocker. Rocker will be a tough opponent for any man. Street fighter from Paris. Zeffy's got the Street Fighter up in the air, trying to get him over. Oh, and a tremendous suplex. 1, no, off on the count of 2. Referee Charlie Boulet. Good head scissors. But by a drop kick, Zeffy's well on top. Crowd here in France really love this young boy from Zaire. Another good suplex, but not enough. From a monkey climb, and he gets it. Goes for another one, but this time Rocker knew what was happening. It often surprises me. Let's have a look at it again. Here we go, a good monkey climb. As I was saying, it surprises me very, very often how a wrestler, after doing one good move, he goes for it again. And naturally, his opponent knows what's coming. This is why it's imperative for you to know, if you're in the wrestling ring, as many moves as possible, so you have a variation of tactics. Crowd here in Colombia showing everything that is about wrestling on their faces. It's all there. The mystery is there, the power is there, the speed is there, the admiration is all there on this knowledgeable crowd's face. And Zeffy being throttled by this bald-headed, tough fighter from Paris. Good elbow from Zeffy. Half a punch and half a slap was the reply of the Grim Rocker. Zeffy takes a good posting there with the pad being away. Obviously taken down behind the referee's back by by the rocker, and he's now taking the other pad down.
L'arbitre de la premier avertissement à Vince Benoit.
Zeffy catches it again. He goes into the other unpadded corner. This can't be doing the young man from Zaire any good at all. Oh, but this time the Grim Rocker runs at him, tries to drop him in the corner, but Zeffy saw him coming. And upstairs goes Zeffy. The Grim Rocker knows that he's been headbutted. This time I would say Zeffy is going for a power slam. He's got his man well positioned. Yes, he is. Slams him down but doesn't follow him. He decides to go upstairs. He's gone right upstairs. Let's see him what happens from the corner post. He's given his opponent too much time. But oh, great, a really great drop kick there, and he covers his man. 1, 2, 3, and referee Charlie Boulay counts. And the winner is Prince Zeffy from Zaire. Well, to me, he took an awful long time to come down off that corner post. And despite having an injured shoulder, the winner, a very popular one at that, Prince Zeffy from Zaire.
Eurosport. Football, Toyota European South American Cup. Europe's top team, Red Star Belgrade versus the star team of South America, Colo Colo from Santiago, Chile. From Tokyo, the hottest football around. The Toyota European South American Cup is proudly brought to you by Toyota. The Toyota European South American Cup, Saturday in, Saturday Alive, 1 p.m. here on Eurosport. Freestyle skiing from Piancavallo, Italy. The third stage of the 1992 Freestyle Skiing World Cup. All aspects of freestyle performed immaculately by the world's very best. Bumps, jumps, and sheer elegance. Groove on the move. The Grundig Freestyle Skiing World Cup from Piancavallo, Italy is brought to you by Eurosport. In association with Grundig. Skiing, Friday, 8 p.m. Saturday in, Saturday Alive, 1 p.m. here on Eurosport.
And here we go for the last bout this evening, and it's tag team time. Tag team time for the last contest of the evening. And this huge crowd are sitting there expecting fireworks, and I'm sure they're going to get it. Referee Charlie Boulay, and in the corner on the right. Hold on until we get it. Now here we are. Right, the team on the right are from Mexico. Carlos Plata's in the red and black trunks. There he is, Carlos Plata, and his partner, Sergeant Mendieta. against Danny Boy Collins of Bristol, England, and Jan Karadik of Brittany in France. And in the ring, Carlos Plata against Jan Karadik. First time we've seen Mexicans on Eurosport, and a good arm roll there by Jan Karadik. Followed by another one. As I told you earlier, wrestling is a huge spectator sport in Mexico. And the two men we're watching recently won the Mexican Tag Team Tournament for 1991. They are the Mexican Tag Team Champions, Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta. Good arm roll there by Jan Karadik, and in comes Danny Boy Collins. A great favourite wherever he wrestles. Straight away, Danny knows the game. He gets the people behind him. Carlos Plata will not have met many young English wrestlers, and for me there are no better wrestlers in the world than the English. A British wrestler, he is the best. Collins won't be short of a move or two. As you can see, he knows how to execute every move in the book. He knows all the moves from 1 to 1,000. "24 years of age, now living in Leeds, but hails from Bristol." Ooh, and a good tackle there by Danny. Sergeant Mendieta, first time we've seen him. "Come on, let's wrestle," he says. Okay. Let's go. Oh, and I wonder what the good sergeant thinks of that. I bet he's not seen too many of them in his lifetime, but he's not put out too much because he's attacking, but Danny switches it. Whoa, and the sergeant walks straight into a back kick, and Danny's doing his link clearing act. Well, they will respect British wrestlers in Mexico when these two go home. Jan Karadik, also a young man. Only 4 years of professional wrestling experience behind him. An amateur. And the champion of Brittany in Celtic style wrestling. Has been a professional for 4 years. And the sergeant bites Karadik's fingers and gets a public warning off referee Charlie Boulay for his troubles. Then in comes the stocky Carlos Plata, another man who's been in the wrestling business for a long time. good posting by Jan Karadik. Oh, and another good mover now. This young boy has certainly learned the wrestling game. That is the professional wrestling game. Only 4 years experience, but he knows a lot of moves. Changes hands, and we have a change in the other corner as well. Shall I return the compliment, says Danny Collins, and he does, straight on the Adam's apple. Danny Collins is used to fighting much bigger men than himself. 1, 2. And he follows his man out, but Sergio Mendieta decides to come back in the ring and comes straight back with his own clothesline. Oh, Danny Collins saw him coming. Danny Collins saw the sergeant going to dive bomb on him and met him with a straight left foot. And the sergeant's had enough. Come in and save me, he says to Carlos Plata. Let's see it again. Look at that, straight. Danny Collins knows he's wrestling. He saw the big man come crashing from the top of the corner post and lifted his own foot in, and the sergeant crashed his head onto the heel of Danny's boot. The young English boy giving a good account of himself here against the Mexican Tag Team Champions. Doesn't matter how big the wrestlers are, Danny Collins isn't afraid of them. He knows he has superior skill and superior knowledge to most wrestlers in the world. Look at that, how easily he avoided that. Carlos Plata comes in the ring, and every time he comes, Danny turns his opponent there. Oh! What a clever wrestler this young man from Bristol is. They don't come any better than him. Ducks under a clothesline and goes in and hits the bigger men with a double clothesline. And he is already a great favorite here. Hold by the young Breton. This young boy certainly knows the game. Oh, and he certainly does. He moved quickly there when he saw Carlos Plata come. Oh, and a great drop kick there by Jan Karadik. And out goes Sergio Mendieta. Carlos Plata is there, Sergeant Mendieta is there. Look at that, Carlos Plata, out he goes. Well, they are indeed a good tag combination of these youngsters, one from Brittany and one from Bristol. Oh, and Karadik this time misses and catches Danny Boy Collins. This is the first time that these two youngsters have wrestled together as a tag team, so there's bound to be a few mistakes made. 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, Carlos Plata has pinned Jan Karadik, and the Mexicans are the winners. Let's have a look at it again. Boom, down goes Carlos. No, I beg your pardon. Down goes Jan Karadik. And there are the winners. The Mexican Tag Team Champions have defeated 2 European wrestlers. And the winners are Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta. But the fans' favourite are Danny Boy Collins and Jan Karadik, a new tag team combination. I'm sure we'll see more of them here on Eurosport. I certainly hope so, because the fans there feel exactly like I do. There we are, the winners, Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta. And we look forward to seeing you again to a tremendous evening of wrestling here on Eurosport. Good night from Orig Williams.
Eurosport.
Welcome from me, Orig Williams, to the galaxy of girls and grappling. As usual, here in France, the first contestants into the ring are two gorgeous girls. The first actual wrestler, well known to English wrestling fans, from Norwich, gentleman Jimmy Ocean.
Danny Boy Collins, you thought it was safe to walk the streets. You thought the nightmare was over. But let me tell you, Collins, I'm back. I am the only champion. Remember that. The Superfly is back.
No need for me to tell you who this young man is. And welcome, wrestling fans, from me, Orig Williams. Welcome to all our English and our Dutch viewers to Le Pew in France. And the first bout of the evening is sure to be a scorcher. There he is. He needs no introduction from me. The Belfast Bruiser, Dave Finlay. Finlay will have his work cut out tonight in front of this packed audience in Le Pew. He's got a man who's bigger than him, as well as more experience. Dave Finlay, like him, hate him, or love him, you can't ignore him. He's certainly one of my favorite wrestlers. Wherever Finlay is, there's sure to be action with a capital A. But just look at the size of his opponent tonight. There he is, from Manchester, Steve Casey.
So, Finlay, we meet again. I've not seen you for a long, long time, but I've been watching you on Eurosport. You're still bending the rules. Well, tonight, Finlay, I'm the marshal, and you're going to jail for a long, long time. So,
let's see what the marshal can do. Self-acclaimed marshal, Steve Casey. Finlay has met opponents of varying sizes. I've never seen him meet as big a fella as this very impressive Steve Casey from Manchester. You bend the rules, Finlay, says Casey. Everybody knows that. Most winners bend the rules. If you look closely, Finlay has got a patch on his temple right near his hairline from a previous injury. The doctor had to pat him fit before he was able to take to the ring tonight. but knowing Finlay, it would take more than a little cut and a few stitches to keep him out the ring, especially against an opponent like Casey. Very interesting point here. Both these wrestlers, both their fathers were professional wrestlers themselves. I told you before, Dave Finlay, his father, trains the Irish Olympic wrestling team now, while his opponent, Steve Casey, his father will be well known to people all over Europe, particularly the north of England, where he wrestled as Wild Angus. Both these wrestlers were taught by their fathers. Both their fathers were great, great professionals. Finlay up in the air, but sticks his fingers right up Casey's nose to drag him right back down. Notice how agile Casey is for a big man. He stands 6'4" and weighs 19.5 stone. Finlay got the leg. Can he pin his man? No. Too soon even for Finlay. Huge audience here in Le Puy. Knowledgeable wrestling fans. Casey fails to turn with his back to the post, goes in and takes it frontways.
Stop!
Good clothesline there from Finlay. A very, very short clothesline right into Casey's throat. Finlay goes for a slam, slams the bigger man, goes upstairs and a dive across. Oh, mamma mia, what a good dive across. Still can't hold his man. There's a lot of strength in this Casey. Finlay on top. Going for his 4th pin in the opening stages here.
Okay.
As he told you at the start of the program, Casey's been out the wrestling ring for some 2.5 years following a serious leg injury. He's overcome it now and has been training hard for the last 6 months. This is only his 3rd match in a comeback, so one can expect his timing to be a little bit out. Finlay will know that and will take advantage, no doubt. A relentless attack by the Belfast Bruiser. All Finlay at the moment. But Casey knows how to absorb pain. His father will have taught him that. Comes back with a good elbow, good short elbow to Finlay's forehead. Casey comes back with a good kick to the stomach and a good elbow to the head, and Finlay is giving ground. And Casey is establishing himself as a favourite with the crowd. Oh, a good flying elbow by the big man from Manchester. He's lost none of his skill. Casey blocks a headbutt in the corner and puts Finlay in, and Finlay's out of the ring. Oh, and there comes Casey. Casey follows him out. Casey's skill is still there. And Finlay's forehead is bleeding. Casey's done some damage to it with that flying elbow over the top rope, and he's working on it outside the ring. Gets a warning from the referee. Referee John Aubrey warns him to come back in the ring. Leg drop, and Finlay is bleeding badly. Well, look at the mess on Finlay's face. The stitches must have broken. And Case drags him down, a semi-headbutt as he smashes his opponent's head to the canvas. Good posting by Casey, but runs straight into Finlay's size 10 boot. And Finlay's back in business, but look at this, the referee can't allow this to carry on much longer. Finlay is bleeding badly as he tries to get some blood out of Casey's forehead. Referee John Aubrey putting the pad up as Casey goes for a pin, and he's holding him down. Where was the referee? The referee was very slow there, and Casey's remonstrating with him as Finlay pulls him down, and Finlay's pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Yes, an unfair victory to Finlay. Referee John Aubrey was putting the corner pad up as Finlay pulls his man down and pins him. 1, 2, 3, says John Aubrey, who failed. He failed to see that Finlay had been pinned by Steve Casey. And the crowd are agitated. The crowd saw it. But Finlay's also looking the worse for wear. Well, there's got to be a return contest here. This lady in the middle of the front row there certainly thinks so. There's Finlay looking the worse for wear, going out the ring as the winner.
Nobody can beat me. I'm Finlay.
Nobody can beat me, says Finlay, and who am I to argue? And Casey has challenged him back in the ring. Casey wants a return, but Finlay knows it's best not to cross swords after the contest. Finlay knows the referee's counted 1, 2, 3 in his favour. There he is, the Shamrock of Ireland, says Dave Fit Finlay. Bloodied and bruised, but undefeated. And probably undefeatable. There, Steve Casey, a disappointed loser, has challenged Finlay to a return. If one is fixed, let's hope Eurosport is there. I certainly want to see that. It'd be worth travelling a long way to see. There are no better wrestlers in the ring.
This money doesn't mean a thing. You made me bleed, and I'm gonna get you. Should I come to England and get you? I will get you. This
As Finlay says, he's the winner. Money means nothing. He wants to win outright.
For what you done to me!
Eurosport.
Here we go. Another clash of heavyweights. Eddie Steinblock, standing 6'4" from Bremen in Germany. Big, good-looking German. His opponent, Mastino from the United States of America, draped in Old Glory as the American flag is called. There he is, Mastino, standing 6'1" and weighing 22 stone. His opponent stands 6'4" and weighs 19 stone. A true heavyweight clash. Wrestling fans, you might think that you're looking at a double. Well, indeed, Bruiser Mastino is the brother of the World Championship Wrestling favorite, PN News. They are brothers and they wrestle alike. Steinblock can't knock this big man off his feet for sure. But he can get him off his feet that way. Steinblock has been a professional wrestler for 12 years. Wrestled mainly in Germany, in the tournaments, in the big tournaments in Germany, but he's now breaking out of barracks and going all over Europe and indeed all over the world. He has improved tremendously in the last 2 years. 26 years of age, with the best years of his wrestling career ahead of him. Having said that, Bruiser Mastino is only 19 years of age, some size for a 19-year-old boy. Mastino batters his man and drops an elbow right across his chest. Oh, Steinblock dives across his man, but can't move the big American. Clothesline by Mastino, who is booked to go and work for the WCW, that's World Championship Wrestling. He's going to tag with his brother, PN News. They're going to work as a tag team all over the United States of America and all over the world. And they look so much alike that they're sure to cause problems wherever they appear. Notice at the strength of the powerful shoulders of the American as he pulls his man towards him and crushes his neck into those big, powerful shoulders of his own. Steinblock is certainly to prove the faster of the two. Trains daily, works out for 2 hours every day at his own gym in Bremen in North Germany. Good drive across by Steinblock again. Too soon to bring the big man down. Speed should be his tactics. Steinblock raining knee drops on Mastino's throat.
Laissez relever, s'il vous plaît.
Good chop to the throat by the German. It certainly weakened the big man from America. A clothesline, but really too low to be effective. Oh, that's a better one. That's a much better one. Let's see that again. A tremendous clothesline by Steinblock. Well, that clothesline would have taken a rhinoceros off his forelegs. Post in by Mastino, follows in with a strong knee to the midriff. Ooh! Look at that. And Steinblock falls as if he were poleaxed. Looks bad for Steinblock. As the big American pins him. 1, 2, 3. Yes, he's got his leg. Pulled his leg up and he powered his man to the ground. Not many people would have withstood that. And even when he's won, he's got to attack his man. He could well get disqualified here. Out goes Steinblock. Look at me, I won easily, says this Bruce Mastino, a fearsome opponent. Here's Eddie Steinblock, beaten, but he'll be back for more. He's a big man. And this lady here certainly knows her wrestling. Steinblock struggling to get back to the ring. But once again, our winner, Bruce Mastino from the USA.
Eurosport.
And we go straight into an international tag team competition. International tag match, and a very colorful duo making their way into the ring. From Mexico, Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta. Very colorful duo. There he is, Carlos Plata, the Mexican heavyweight champion, and Sergeant Mendieta. And also a very colorful duo in the opposite corner. Angelito Levigil and Eric Lacroix. Eric Lacroix we met before, but we haven't met Angelito Levigil. And Eric Lacroix has his lady manager in his corner. And this is Angelito Levigil doing his dance. Angelito looks very much like the character that was called Grasshopper on British television off the Kung Fu series. Looks very, very much like the Grasshopper in that character. Bald-headed, small, full of tricks. Is an excellent wrestler, I'm assured. Giving away a lot of weight to Sergeant Mendieta. Wrestling is one of the top sports in Mexico, with 14 wrestling magazines coming out weekly. That just shows you how popular the sport is there. So they are no greenhorns, these Mexicans. They will know their wrestling. Arena Mexico, they told me, is sold out every Sunday you just cannot get a seat, and there's 15,000 seats. If somebody dies, then the family sell the tickets and the seats to somebody else. That's how popular wrestling is there. Here, a good glimpse of Angelito. Indeed a good wrestler. Look how hard he uses every ounce of his small frame against this big, burly Mexican Carlos Plata. Came into the ring with an Alsatian dog in his spare time. When he's not wrestling, he is a dog trainer. A very agile one at that. Whoa, whoa, here we go. That's Angelito. Let's see this again. Well worth another look. Over he goes. Leaves Plata standing. Plata goes to arm roll him, but gets arm rolled himself. That's how fast Angelito Levigil is. And we've got a change. Coming into the ring from the far side is Carlos Plata in the trunks against Eric Lacroix in the leotard and the tights. And Lacroix goes for a pin, but he's not strong enough. Not strong enough for Plata. Thrown off easily. This is one of the most learned crowds that I have seen here in France. The town is called Les Pieux. And the wrestling fans are here in force, and indeed they are a very, very knowledgeable audience. And Sergeant Mendieta is biting his opponent's hand. But referee John Aubrey saw it. Good arm lever by the Mexican. In comes Angelito. Is sent out by referee John Aubrey as Carlos Plata runs Eric Lacroix's head right onto the size 12 shoe of Sergeant Mendieta. He's been a wrestler for 20 years. As Angelito, he knows the crowd, but he made a mistake there. Carlos Plata saw him up there and walloped him down. And indeed, Angelito is looking the worse for wear, having landed badly as Mendieta goes out and pushes him into the ring straight into Carlos Plata. Oh, Angelito saw that coming, and he pushed Carlos Plata straight onto the boot of Mendieta. Totally illegal kick there from the sergeant. danger of Eric Lacroix is having words with the Mexican sergeant. She doesn't see eye to eye with him. Not many people here in the hall do either. Yes, Angelito tag. No, says the referee, John Aubrey. I myself saw nothing wrong in that. And neither did anybody else in this huge hall. Sergeant, dressed in denims, goes out, but not before he delivers a few late kicks. Good headmare. And finally in comes Angelito and sets the arena light. Bad blow there, and both the Mexicans are in, and they're toeing this little man up. He's done nothing to deserve this, but he can stand it. Oh, this looks dangerous for Angelito. Tremendous power slam by the big sergeant from Mexico, and Angelito's in trouble. He's going for the count. 1, 2, no. Angelito still lives. Sergeant drove his opponent's head straight into the neck there. He's a comical little character, this Angelito. He looks funny, he looks everything but a wrestler. But believe me, he is one of Europe's best. Well, on the receiving end, here comes Carlos Plata as Sergeant Mendieta bites Eric Lacroix's nose. And in comes Carlos Plata again. Oh, but this time Angelito's got him. Angelito was knocked off, and here go, out comes Lacroix, and he's creating his own havoc in there. 2 good hip tosses. Eric Lacroix, instead of carrying on, he stopped and pays the price. If you're on the attack, you should keep attacking. Not stop and think, then your opponent can come back. And is this a pin? 1, 2, 3, yes. 1, 2, 3. And the winners are the Mexicans. Unpopular winners though they are. The winners are Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta. Very, very unpopular winners here, as the manager of Eric Lacroix comes in the ring and says you're a cheat to Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta. This lady, she's not afraid of anybody. They could be big wrestlers. She's not afraid, and she's going to have a go at them herself. She's got plenty of courage. John Aubrey, the referee, doesn't know quite what to do. And neither would I in a similar situation. Once again, the winners, Carlos Plata and Sergeant Mendieta.
Eurosport.
Back grappling fans. Into the ring comes an 18-year-old French wrestler. There he is. Jean-Philippe de Lonzac from Paris. Jean-Philippe de Lonzac, a Parisian. And his opponent, a man well known to us, a fearsome opponent from Spain. None other than the middleweight champion of Spain, the Grim Rocker. This is indeed a grim opponent for Jean-Philippe. A real heartthrob, this young man from Paris, Jean-Philippe, he's only 18 years of age, being a professional wrestler, but only 18 months up against his toughest opponent by far, the Grim Rocker, who has been a professional for 19 years. He is now 38 years of age, coming to the end of a long, illustrious career. As I told you, this man would frighten you in an alley, but out comes Jean-Philippe. Oh, good back elbow there. He can certainly move around, and he's got going for a pin early on, but is easily thrown off by his heavier opponent. Jean-Philippe only weighs 12 stone 8 pounds, while the Grim Rocker is a true middleweight at 14 stone 8 pounds.
Go! Du calme, hein?
Grim Rocker powers his man to the deck. He knows his way around. He's been in this sport a long time. Come on, says Jean-Philippe, but it was a mistake. You don't invite people like the Grim Rocker to come at you, because believe me, they will certainly come. Good-looking boy from Paris. Good cartwheel over his man and back into the side headlock. Certainly moves well. But I feel it's only a matter of time before the Spaniard wears his man down and powers him to the deck. Look at those powerful shoulders. He's got all the advantages, and he knows it. Like many youngsters, Jean-Philippe tends to play too much to the gallery. He loves to hear the young ladies scream back at him. It's all right at the time, but you can easily lose your contest by doing so. Head scissors by Jean-Philippe, followed by a drop kick. This young Parisian has got the makings of a good professional. He can keep his head. He's certainly got the looks. It won't look well for long if he gets many more clouts like that off the Grim Rocker. Rocker, once he's got his man on the run, keeps powering into him, but is also too fond of playing to the gallery. Down comes the pad. Referee John Aubrey still hasn't seen it. And in goes Jean-Philippe. He will have felt those hooks bite into his back. And naturally the Grimrocker has never seen anything at all like that. He doesn't know anything at all about the pants coming down. He would swear blind on a stack of Bibles that he never pulled the pants down. He could seriously injure his young opponent here. But this is not a man to do favors. All he wants is to win. The purse money is better for the winner, so all he wants is to win. Years of age, the Grimrocker certainly moves well, trains every day, a totally dedicated professional. He knows he's got an easy match here. Sometimes he seems to be toying with his younger opponent. Even I sat at the ringside could feel that one. That came from the back of Beyond, straight into John Philippe's throat. He'll know that he's been in a contest tomorrow. He's got his man, the Grimrocker's got his man well trapped there, and I would say he's going for a suplex here, taking his time, showing it to the crowd. No escape for John Philippe, and a good suplex. And a dive across. Has he got his man? 1, 2, 3, yes! John Philippe is pinned by the Grimrocker. He took his time to do it, but he knew he had the power. Another victory to the very, very experienced Spanish middleweight champion, the Grimrocker. This lady doesn't agree with him at all. But the victor, who has his hands raised by referee John Philippe once again, is the Grimrocker, who's not satisfied at winning. He's got to destroy his opponent, which is a shame because he could break the heart of a man of Jean Philippe's stature. He's young and shouldn't be abused just as much as he was by the Grimrocker. Let's hope that we see more of Jean Philippe. He's certainly a promising wrestler. And straight into the last contest of the evening. Two familiar faces here on Eurosport. Big, good-looking 21-year-old from Blackpool in Lancashire, Steve Regal, and here he comes, Colonel Bogey himself, Colonel Brody from South Africa. Both these men stand at 6'4", Regal being the heavier by a stone and a half. It's unbelievable. It seems like only yesterday when Steve Regal started wrestling for Bobby Barron in Blackpool, but he was only 14 years of age. On the fairground in Blackpool, he started this boy, and he's now 21 years of age, booked to go, has had trials with World Wrestling Federation and with World Championship Wrestling, and is considering both offers at the moment. We'll certainly be losing him before long, I fear, from our shores as he sets foot for America. Let's see what he does tonight against this very, very experienced mercenary from South Africa, Colonel Brody. And out goes Regal. blocked by Regal. Saw the Colonel come in. Comes in over the corner post with a good drop kick. Timed it well. Good elbows by Steve Regal. Oh, and look at these kicks raining in on the Colonel. At least 10 kicks there. A good start for this youngster from Blackpool. Steve Regal, when he started, was left-handed and found it extremely difficult to elbow with his right hand. But he was taught by one of the best elbowers in the business, Colin Johnson, now in a pub in Bolton. But Colin Johnson, one of the best elbowers in the business, he showed this young man how to elbow, and he showed him well. And I wondered who showed Regal that. Out goes the Colonel. This is British wrestling at its best, and believe me, fans, I sincerely believe it when I tell you there are no better wrestlers in the world than the British wrestlers. If we could count over the years in England the number of good wrestlers we had, believe me, we would have a list of all-time greats. I believe this young man from Blackpool is destined to greatness in the near future. As I say, he is to leave for America shortly. His last bout could be at the Civic Hall in Trowbridge on the 20th of January. On Monday the 20th of January could well be his last bout. He's at the Civic Hall in Trowbridge in a 15-man battle royal. English fans can see him there, possibly for the last time, as he heads out for the United States of America. Colonel on top at the moment with a stranglehold. And there he is, there he is. He fights fire with fire to Steve Regal. He's got the Colonel by the moustache. And the crowd, particularly the young ladies at the ringside, are going berserk. There are those elbows. There's another one. Look at the way he draws his arm back and puts all his 19 stone in behind them. What about that, he says. He knows he's a good one, does this lad. Ooh, but a short jab there from the Colonel. Right to the solar plexus, sets him on his backside. As he runs straight into the heel of Colonel Brodie. He's not won this contest yet as Regal, good though he is. Look at the strength in this young boy from Blackpool. Lifts his opponent over, but the Colonel is hanging on. Won't break the hold. Neither man willing to let go. And there goes the Colonel, runs his man into the box. He is blocked, and now it's Regal's turn. Wallop, and into the post goes Colonel Brodie. Another elbow by Regal as he ties the Colonel in the ropes. As I told you earlier, this is a mistake by youngsters. They play too much to the crowd. They love to hear their name being shouted instead of getting on with the job. They tend to ask the crowd, and again, the Colonel saw him do it. He paused, and out came the Colonel, untied himself, and back on the attack came this villainous Colonel. But this time, back he comes into the ring, falling out with the cameraman this time. The Colonel was falling out with the cameraman. He falls out with everybody. Working on Regal's throat. Break the hold, says the referee. But it certainly damaged Regal's breath. He'll be breathing hard now. Full Nelson by the Colonel. Both of these powerful men battling it out, blow for blow, here in Le Puy. Regal fighting fire with fire. Is the Colonel going to go over? Oh, yes, out goes the Colonel. And the crowd, knowledgeable as ever, know exactly what's happening, and they know who the favourite is. Regal powers his way out to the full Nelson and applies his own, and the doesn't like it. Pushed by Regal, oh, and straight he goes, over goes the Colonel. Oh, and a good drop kick, didn't quite catch him right, but the Colonel was off balance and out he goes. Let's have a look at it again. Oh yes, right under the Colonel's jaw, out goes the Colonel. Well, I'm certainly impressed by this young boy from Blackpool. If you want to see him, he's at the Civic Hall, Trowbridge, on the 20th on a Monday. He is there. Locks the Colonel. And the young fans are going delirious. They love this young boy from Blackpool. Colonel switches him and posts him, and he tries to stop himself going in the post, and over the top rows he goes, and Regal's in trouble. Regal's on the floor, he's in trouble. Not very often do you see a wrestler unable to stop himself like that, and out went Regal. He's in trouble, he's struggling. All the wind's been knocked out of him, and the Colonel's going to suplex him back in. Over he comes, a tremendous suplex by the Colonel. And Regal is breathing heavily, and he can't really breathe at all. He is in trouble here. He's landed badly, and it's all the Colonel. Colonel picks him up. What's he going to do next? He'll know, and there's the kamikaze crush. The kamikaze crush, and he grabs his leg. 1, 2, 3. And the winner, unexpected, Colonel Brodie. The mercenary from South Africa looks at the audience with contempt. He has had another victory, but I would say he had all the luck in the world with him. If Regal hadn't hurt himself, he wouldn't have defeated him. Well, another terrific evening has come to a close with the winner, Colonel Brodie. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday, grappling fans. I'll be here. Looking forward to see you.
Eurosport.
Williams, welcome to Le Puy in France, where we have over 3,000 expectant fans, as well as all you armchairs viewers at home. The first contest of the evening, the first of 5. Into the ring comes an Eurosport favourite, Danny Boy Collins. Danny Boy Collins of Great Britain, the European middleweight champion. And there's his opponent, born in Donegal, brought up in Manchester, Sean South, or Johnny South.
Okay, you people, I want you to listen and listen hard. They say this guy Collins is good. To me, that doesn't matter. Good, bad, big or small. I'm going to destroy him here tonight. I want you people to listen, because I am big, I am bad, and I am back.
There he is, big word from a big mouth, but a big man. Let's see how he fares against one of Europe's best. We've seen him many times here. He's become a great favourite, Danny Boy Collins of Bristol. He'll have his work out against this powerhouse from Ireland. Born in Donegal in the town of Letterkenny, but lived most of his adult life in Salford, Manchester, where he trained to become a wrestler. Trained by a famous wrestling trainer in Salford, Grant Fotheringham, whose gym brought us many of the great wrestling names that are about today. And South is certainly one of them. And as usual, Danny Boy Collins starts off with a tremendous drop kick. Look at that. Straight in between South's legs, and up he comes. At the side of the ring there, we can see South's official tag team partner, the Grim Rocker from Spain. They've been tag team partners, and they second each other when there's a single bout. Good side headlock there by Danny Collins. Collins giving away over 3 stone to this powerhouse from Donegal. Collins weighed in at 14 stone against South 17.5. South by far the stronger of the two, but Collins has defeated bigger men. Whether he's defeated better ones remains to be seen. Speed and skill on Collins' side, but South is indeed a powerhouse and is no mean wrestler himself. Collins is often described as the man who knows 1,000 holds. Well, I can tell you, Johnny South knows 999 himself. It's a case of a good big un against a good little un. And there we saw Johnny South bend the rules, lifting Collins up by the roots of his hair. He will bend every rule in the book, will South, to get a victory. Good knee drop. South, of course, the bigger man in the tights, the striped tights, against Danny Boy Collins, who was boy on the back of his trunks. Good back kick by Collins. South ran straight into that, caught him on the end of the nose, and over goes Collins. And here comes the Grim Rocker again. Back elbow by Collins. South is out the ring. Oh, what a drop kick there. A drop kick by Collins caught South right out the ring, straight on the face, into the arms of his tag partner, the Grim Rocker. Referee John Aubrey gives South his first public warning to South. Interfering on the outside once more was the Grim Rocker. Danny Collins isn't wrestling one man, but he's wrestling two. Very often, all this skullduggery is done to distract the referee's attention from what really goes on in the ring. Collins going up for a drop kick. South sees him and slams him right off the top corner. 5'6" of a slam. Collins was stood right on the corner post when South saw him there and slammed him, and Collins is definitely looking the worse for wear. All this aerial work is all right if you can get away with it, but if you don't, you're leaving yourself a target on top of the post. You've got to get up there fast and do your business. Otherwise, if your opponent catches you, you've got a big drop. Good close on by South. And he certainly powers these punches in. But up goes Danny Collins, flips over, and here comes, a good 1, 2. No, the referee was slow there. Could have been a 3. And out comes South from the posting, straight to another drop kick. The referee, to me, was slow there. Had he been faster, South might have been counted out. South going upstairs, dives at Collins with a good clothesline. Believe me, as I told you earlier, a good big one against a good small one. And the favourite must be the good big one. Tremendous wrestler though Danny Collins is, he can't afford to give away 3 stones, 3.5 stones to be precise, not to a wrestler of Johnny South's caliber. South sweating hard. I know he's trained really hard for this contest. Both men feeling the pressure here. South trying to power his man into the deck. Hangs on despite the back elbows. A tackle by Collins, an ineffectual one, and he runs straight into a back elbow from South. Look at the power in South's arms. Look at the size of those arms. The size of the arm is the same size as Danny Boy Collins' head. South's been a wrestler for many years, but it wasn't till he started coming to the European tournaments that he really made a mark of it for himself. The tougher style of the Europeans suited him. Collins, of course, is a truly great British wrestler, one of the all-time greats. And still a boy, 23 years of age. Certainly one of the better wrestlers of the young crop of wrestlers coming up in Britain now. And there's a tremendous shot of South's hands and Collins's head being squeezed, all the life being squeezed out of him. A posting, and Collins looks the worse for wear. And out goes Collins. We've seen him do that before, and in he comes, a tremendous drop kick. Let's see it again, straight on the side of South's jaw. Is he going to get up? Is the big man going to get up, or has that knocked him out? He is looking the worse for wear for sure. Not a good elbow by Collins. Not a good punch there. Out he comes, out comes South, and he lands a terrific clothesline straight on Collins's throat. And out goes Collins. Oh, and he's tied into the top rope here, and South is still hammering him. South is still hammering him. Referee John Aubrey's there. Is he going to disqualify South? This could mean a disqualification. The Grim Rocker having his two penneth. No, John Aubrey is letting this good contest carry on as South lifts his man up and gives him a tremendous neck stretch. He's finished, says South. Collins being counted. There he is, and Collins is out. Unbelievable. Well, there we are. The winner, Sean South. There he is. A good neck stretch there, and Collins definitely looks the worse for wear. A tremendous win for the Donegal. The Donegal Destroyer, as he calls himself, is shouting at the crowd, and Collins is definitely looking the worse for wear. And the Grim Rocker comes in and lifts his tag partner's arm in victory. A salute of victory for the Irish wrestler, an unexpected one against this brilliant young wrestler from Leeds. Well, Eurofans, I've told you before, a good big one can always beat a good little one. And there we saw one of the best little ones in the business. And South not willing to let victory even stop him from destroying Danny Collins.
Eurosport. Skiing from Kitzbühel, Friday, 12:15 p.m. live and 5 p.m. here on Eurosport.
Welcome back to Le Pew, grappling fans. And here we have a colourful young American coming straight into the ring. Steve Adonis from the United States of America. We've seen him once before on Eurosport, and he didn't make a very great impression, not on me at least. And tonight he's up against a roughhouse. We've seen this man many times on our screens. From Perth in Scotland, Mad Drew MacDonald.
Listen, Adonis. You made the biggest mistake of your life when you signed a contract to fight me. The only way you're going home to a body bag, baby. Can you take that? Nah!
There's Drew McDonald trying to intimidate this young 22-year-old American. We've seen him once before in Eurosport, and the impression he gave to me was that he had a lot to learn. And again, McDonald is trying to intimidate him and clout him, showing contempt for his opponent. And Adonis, oh, a good arm drag there. Certainly a better start than the last time for Adonis. Out goes McDonald. A tremendous crowd here in Le Pou who really enjoy their wrestling. A knee to the side of the head by McDonald. Oh, and on the outside there, helping McDonald for reasons that only he knows, is the Mexican wrestler, the heavyweight Herodes. Herodes laying into Steve Adonis, as I say, for reasons known only to himself. And out goes the American. Oh, and in the background, while McDonald is distracting the referee, Herodes is laying into this young American. And here we go. Mad Mac is going to join in the fun, and here he comes. Leave him to me, he says to Herodes. I can sort this guy out. And a good, really hard blow to the cheekbone there, and McDonald walks back in the ring, showing nothing but contempt for this young American. Good move by McDonald. Down he goes. Is he going to pin him? Severely winded Adonis, and the blows still come crushing in. Well, I would seriously say that Adonis is out of his class against the big Scotsman. I must say that these big young Americans come to Europe looking for an easy berth, but believe me, it's anything but an easy berth in the wrestling rings of Europe. They come here looking for easy pickings. They're boxers and they're wrestlers. More often than not, they come badly unstuck. Ineffectual slaps to McDonald, but a punch in the end, and down goes the Scotsman. A good back elbow there. As McDonald was coming to the rope, Adonis flew at him and landed a back elbow straight under the jaw. And he's coming back into the fight, forcing his way back. Up goes Adonis, and in comes Herodes. The Mexican drags him off. Well, I can't understand what all this is about, why Herodes is here. We all know that the Americans and the Mexicans have carried on a vendetta between themselves for 200 years. But certainly Herodes has no right at all in this ring, vendetta or no vendetta. Referee trying to persuade him to leave the ring. Officials of the European Wrestling Federation are down at the ringside trying to get this Mexican back to his seat or back to the dressing room. But there's no stopping him. But all of a sudden, the referee has disqualified Drew McDonald, and the only reason being that he was continually helped by Herodes. Well, a disqualification, and rightly so. And this time, instead of 2 versus 1 as that was, we go straight into an international tag match. Patrick Lopez, the French rugby player, and Prince Zeffy of Zaire.
You and Zeffy. Who do you think you are to jump in the same ring than Double Trouble, man? The only thing I'm gonna do with you is this. I'm gonna flush you just like that. And now, talk about serious, and you're up here. My boy Tim Flesh Gordon, you want to step in the same ring of us? No problem. Anywhere. We're gonna fight you anywhere, anytime. Yeah, man, come on, man!
Typical of wrestlers from the American continent. Plenty to say for themselves. But I must say how well these two look. They are French Canadians and they are called Double Trouble. And they certainly live up to the description. Double Trouble. There he is, Rick Crawford. And there's his tag team partner, Carl Wallace. First into the ring is the smaller of the two men, Carl Wallace, against a favourite on Eurosport, Prince Zeffy of Zaire. Double Trouble from Montreal in Canada. They are cousins and they're both 23 years of age. They told me earlier that their ambition in life, and they won't rest until they've done it, is to become World Tag Team Champions. Zeffy leaps over his man and lands a drop kick, not quite right. Catches his man Crawford in the midriff. And here comes Patrick Lopez. A tremendously colourful character. He played rugby as a tight head prop for Marseille in the south of France. A tough character comes into the ring wearing a rugby headband and carrying a rugby ball. And a good move there by Lopez. Under the clothesline he goes and pulls his man down from behind, but wasn't quite strong enough. Lopez looking a bit out of condition. Had a serious rugby injury and has been only able to train in the last 2 months. Double Trouble train every day. I asked them if they train hard and they said, of course we train hard, it's our livelihood. They certainly look well, they look the part, whether they are or not remains to be seen. It's the first time we've seen them here on Eurosport as a tag team. Missing Zeffy at the moment, and a tremendous drop kick there. Oh, and a good double clothesline. Oh, and the other man comes in as well. Now, that is the hallmark of a good tag team, when both men think alike instantly. Oh, and Zeffy goes and just gets a flying head scissors, just about. And pulls Crawford into the ring. Good elbower. Clothesline there. And Wallace is looking worse for wear, and a good backdrop. And Zeffy is going upstairs. Oh, really good, right on the point of the jaw there. A good drop kick there. But both Double Trouble are in the ring, and it really spells double trouble for Prince Zeffy. Well, the French Canadians certainly work well as a tag team. It's obvious that they've worked together many, many times in Canada and America. Lopez trying to get in the ring, but unable to get a tag. Zeffy by far the lightest man in this tag. And Zeffy seems to have run out of steam, and the Canadians seem to know that he has. As Crawford lifts Wallace up and slams him onto Zeffy. And Zeffy is certainly feeling the power of these punches. The Canadians keep tagging, keep bringing the fresh man in. But Zeffy saw that one come, and he moved out the way, and in comes Patrick Lopez. And out goes Wallace. Crawford is posted. Certainly a tough man is this former rugby player from Marseille. If he was fit, he would be a mean machine, but he's carrying far too much weight around the midriff. As Wallace goes upstairs, while Crawford holds his man, and he receives a good... Oh, look at this. These two certainly know what they're doing. 1, 2, 3, and Lopez is pinned. Wow, what a fall. Crawford picked Wallace up and dropped him straight across the prostrate body of Lopez. A really good tag match there, but from the start there was only one team that would win. Double Trouble.
Eurosport. Twenty volatile stages ranging 12,427 rugged kilometers. The Paris-Cape Town Rally. Through Europe to the very tip of the great African continent. Brand new and much more exciting, the replacement for the now defunct Paris-Dakar. The Paris-Cape Town Rally is brought to you by Sector Sport Watches. And Toto. Paris-Cape Town Rally, Wednesday, 2 p.m., 9 p.m. and midnight, here on Eurosport.
Well, Welcome back, wrestling fans, and here is a horrendous sight. A man we've seen before who was interfering in another bout earlier this evening from Mexico, Herodes. This man really looks something else. 34 years of age and weighs in at 19 stone. But he'll have his work cut out tonight against the world champion from Paris, world middleweight champion Flash Gordon. A really colourful character. Let's hear it for the champion, he says. Flash Gordon, only a middleweight, just under 14 stone, giving away 5 stones to this powerful, villainous looking man from Mexico. This is the man who kept interfering against Steve Adonis when he was fighting Drew McDonald earlier. And all the help he was to get Drew McDonald disqualified. Let's see what he himself can do against good arm drag by Flash, by far the faster of the two men. Lopez in the middle of a 3 weeks tour of Europe. First time he's wrestled outside of Mexico. And he's certainly an impressive, if villainous man. The sort of man you wouldn't like to meet in the back alley on a dark night on your own. Wrestling, of course, is hugely popular in Mexico, where he comes from. They tell me he is one of the best of the Mexicans, and who am I to disbelieve it? Clawing at Flash Gordon's eye there, trying to gouge his eye out. Great difficulties for referees. The language problem is always a big problem here in Europe. Referee John Aubrey speaking in English to a Mexican who only speaks Spanish. Oh, a good dive there by the Mexican, but he fails to make contact. Hip toss by Flash. Oh, and a drop kick right under the Mexican's jaw, but the second one missed by a yard. And Herodes back into the wrist lock. Flash Gordon coming back. And out goes Herodes. Look at those eyes, there's murder in them. It seems he's hurt the side of his leg coming out of the ring there. Herodes throws the lighter man easily out the ring and follows him out. Taking his time, well in control of the situation, and oh! Switches his man straight into the corner post. He looks as if he's on his way to victory here, but the referee should be counting. And he strangles Flash Gordon with a cable from the TV cameras. He's strangling Gordon as well as clawing at his eyes. Surely the referee should be counting and disqualifying him. Both men out the ring. And people coming to help Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon doesn't need any help. Here comes the lady again. She wants to join in this. She's really enjoying it, but wants to join in. Well, Gordon is giving more than he's receiving in this free-for-all. Come back into the ring, says John Aubrey. Let's finish this nonsense. Wrestling should be in here. A tremendous, really good audience here. Really enjoying this, but it's a shame that the wrestlers have to fight outside the ring. There's plenty of room in the ring, and these are a truly educated crowd. Over 3,000 of them, women, children, all families in there. But the wrestlers are not satisfied with wrestling outside the ring as Flash Gordon goes into his favorite move and he's pinning his man. There's no getting out of this. And the winner, there he is, the Frenchman, Flash Gordon. Despite all the villainy by the Mexican, with his own specialist finish, the winner, Flash Gordon. And there's the ecstatic crowd at Le Pou, all acclaiming the champion, the world middleweight champion, Flash Gordon. He's one of them, and he's the winner. And Herodes doesn't like this. But these people know there's only one winner. And in come the kids. The French kids are coming in to see their idol. And he's paying homage to them. He is a tremendous hero here in France. And there's the Mexican, beaten and I would say disgraced as well. And Flash Gordon receives the trophy as the best wrestler of the night from the mayor of Le Pou. There he is, the European champion, Flash Gordon, the winner.
Eurosport. Eurosport News, an up-to-the-minute daily news report on all sporting activity as it happens. Monday to Friday, it's your opportunity to keep up with the latest information available. Eurosport News is brought to you by Olympus Cameras and EsoStar, the fast-acting isotonic thrust puncher. Eurosport News, Monday to Friday, 9:30 p.m. and midnight, here on Eurosport.
And here we go, the last contest of the evening from Brittany, Jan Karadik. Again, he is wearing the flag of Brittany over his shoulders and making his way into the ring. Another man well known to us here from Paris to complete this all-French contest, the Travesty Man. The Travesty Man on our right in the spotted leotard, Jan Karadik on our left in the black and white. And the Travesty Man, as usual, has his manager in his corner, Jean-Claude Blanchet. The Travesty Man earlier how old he was, he laughed at me and he wouldn't even tell me. I'd hate to hazard a guess. I do know he's been in the business a long while. Karadik is 23 years of age and has only been a professional wrestler for 3 years. I would say the Travesty Man has been a wrestler for over 25, and Karadik is showing us some of his skills here. Karadik and over he goes. Headlock and out comes the Travesty Man. Much the heavier, but Karadik had no trouble getting him out. Manager Jean-Claude showing great concern. Side headlock by Karadik. Into a wrist lock. And over it comes. Good arm drag. Let's see what he can do, he says to the heavier, older wrestler. And the Travesty Man goes to the corner for advice from his manager. Travesty man, as I told you earlier, has been in the business a long while, but he's certainly a power to be reckoned with. The oldest competitor in the last Olympic Games was a wrestler, 55 years of age. And I'm sure the travesty man is not far off that. If they can wrestle in the Olympics, then they can wrestle here. Certainly value for money, despite his age. Good head scissors on Karadik. Out comes the young Breton. Travesty man stops for advice from Jean-Claude and gets it. Well, Mr. Travesty is certainly the sort of character that the wrestling crowds love to hate. Not the best technical wrestler in the world, I'm sure, but the sport would be much the poorer were it not for the likes of the travesty man. He brings colour and a bit of humour to the wrestling game. And he can certainly throw a few mean punches. Going for a headlock, but couldn't hold it as the travesty man has got absolutely no hair. Gets out and puts his heavier opponent in a backhammer. Over he comes with ease, and back comes the travesty man. No problems getting hold of Karadik's hair. And a hip toss, and followed down by the travesty man, who's pulling hair and doing all he can against a lighter opponent. Senses victory, walks around, or waddles around rather. Ooh, I felt that one myself on the side of the neck. Travesty man hammering the blows in. Oh, misses. And back comes the young Breton. There's still plenty of fight in this young lad. He's going to be a champion of the future. Good drop kick there. And indeed, we could see a surprise victory here. Oh, but the travesty man sensed it as well. Certainly not a legal move from behind. That was certainly a punch. The referee gives the travesty man a warning. Karate looking the worse for wear, suffering from that blow. A totally illegal blow. And a good slam, and he follows him down. Referee's counting 1, 2, 3, and he's there. But certainly, as he slammed him, he went for another illegal move, and the referee didn't see it. The referee was on the blind side. But the winner, without a doubt, the referee's given it, is the travesty man. Yes, the travesty man is the winner. Dissatisfied crowd as Jan Karate complains. He got hold of his leg, says manager John Blanchet. The travesty man pleading with the referee, but I don't think in all seriousness that the referee saw it. Here we go, we're going to have another look at this from another angle. No doubt at all, an illegal move. The referee can't be right all the time. He was unsighted. He gives what he saw, despite the protestations of that gentleman in the crowd. The winner, the travesty man. And there we are. I wish you good night from Lipu. for an early pin, but fails and turns his man over onto his face. And can still get nothing, so tries by pulling the hair. And Lopez is out and into toe and ankle hold. Do you want to submit, says referee Charlie Belay. No, says the sergeant. No way, no how. Lopez couldn't get his man to submit, so sportingly lets him up.